What is up, everybody? Vs. TV today. Here on Game Facts, I have found an interesting post where PlayStation members have made a post are saying, are they happy with Jim Ryan's direction for PlayStation? That's a pretty, some shocking results right here. Or like around 30% said yes, they're happy with his direction for PlayStation right now as him being the current CEO, and 70% said no, they hate his direction for PlayStation. Me personally, I put yes because I think he's doing a great job. I don't see what he's really doing that's that bad. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the record-breaking year for Sony. That's when him being the head of it. Like, this is the biggest year they had in a long time. So that's a good thing, right? But I guess it's only bad if you're like a diehard PlayStation guy and then you're like into this fake console war stuff. Of course, you're gonna be upset because you can't use this his decisions of making these games multi-plat, or like the biggest one making MLB The Show being on Game Pass. If you're in a this fake console war, then it's like of course you're not gonna like his direction. But the average person is like, he's doing a good job. He's doing a pretty good job in my opinion. Like, but the diehard Sony guys aren't going to disagree with that because you see with the results, 7% said no. They don't think he's doing a good job. Like I said, in the previous videos I did, people want him removed. People are very vocal about having this guy removed. So it's definitely interesting. So let's see some of these replies and see what people are thinking about this subject. So this person wrote, is a PlayStation brand making crappy docked handhelds as a last-ditch Hail Mary substitute for some home console nobody wants? No, then just on that basis alone, he's doing a fine job. I don't know if he's taking shots at Nintendo. I'm assuming he's taking shots at Nintendo, but I don't understand why. I'm not really sure of this comment, but let's continue on. Didn't Sony just have a record-breaking fiscal year? That's what I was thinking as well. Like, didn't they make the most money they ever made before? So far, he is doing a great job for Sony and PlayStation. The real question is what they do with all their profit. Hopefully, investing in more exclusive games, buy more studios. Yeah, something they should do with it. Jim is doing fantastic so far. Keep it up, I say. So pretty much, there's a lot of positive comments. like, like it's not matching up with these results. Like pretty much people are saying positive stuff about this guy. So let's continue on. The only one I know of that I don't like is the $7 games. Yeah, I don't agree with that either. Like that is a decision under his watch. That $7 games is pretty. I don't agree with that because like y'all are making the most money ever. Y'all got DLC and microtransactions and loot boxes all in your games. Why increase the price? It's like I don't agree with that thing that was under his watch. The quality of the games and the hardware has never been better. He's doing a great job. That's questionable. Yes, he's the reason why PlayStation is such a powerful brand. So it's like nothing but positive comments right now. Can't wait for the troll topics to end personally. Y'all are some drama creating folks. Like you don't have anything better to do. Maybe you can't afford games. Maybe you can't afford games or something. Slash goes to play games. Thinking Jim is trolling. Maybe if you weren't so anti-Sony, you would see who the real troll really was. Okay. I think Jim Ryan is fine outside of his disdain for backwards compatibility. Oh yeah, I guess that is a big negative that he did because he wants to get rid of all those old stores, which I agree. Those older stores aren't making money to get rid of them, but why not just implement those things in a PS5 or PS4 store? Like that's the only thing I don't agree with his direction. Like why don't you just implement those stuff in a newer store? But apparently, like I'm pretty sure they know their financial situation better than anybody else on the internet can say. Like they know that this stuff is going to make them money. I'm pretty sure they probably had talks about putting those games to the PS5 store if it's probably costing them too much money to do so. Who knows? But back to this comment, I think Jim Ryan is fine outside of his name for backwards compatibility. Like at least wrap up the ports if you are going to do PS1, PS2 backwards compatibility. I agree with this statement wholeheartedly. Man could be doing better. This time in the PS4's launch, it was massive hype. PlayStation itself celebrated sales milestones. Now Sony is silent. Only big tease was the PS5 VR. You do know that he isn't in complete control, right? The course they are going down was agreed upon years ago, same as the games they are making. He is just the brand head. Okay. The hype for the PS5 is even bigger. It was far easier to get a PS4 this far after launch, with similar units available for sale. Yeah, like it's insane how hard it is to get a PS5 right now. I was even reading one article. It's like you might not be able to get one. They might not be really available until like the end of this year. I'm gonna research more on that article, but I saw that as well too. It was pretty insane. I mean, Sony has been doing next to nothing to fuel the hype even bigger. Demand is higher, but Sony isn't pumping any hype. And it's the same for well-built and powerful consoles, and it's the same for Game Pass, and it's the same for buying publishers, and it's the same for great online services like Xbox Live, and it's the same for consumer-friendly policies, and it's the same for affordable games like on Xbox. Okay, so this is one guy who thinks doesn't think too highly of Jim Ryan. No idea who that Don is, and don't know because it's not something I follow. Let's see. I think he represents Sony very good, whether it's his achievement or not, but Sony has become more and more successful during the last few years, and as others already have mentioned, the quality of the first/second party games have never been better. I think he's the right man for the job because he values the quality of games first before everything else. So it is conflicted opinions because almost every comment I read so far has been pretty much positive about this guy, like they like him and the head of the CEO role of PlayStation. But when you saw the results, like 70% said they don't like him. So we get mixed messages on this. Like I'm so lost because I'm seeing nothing but praise for this guy in some spots, but in other areas I'm seeing like people just hate this guy. So it's definitely a mixed bag on this guy's leadership of PlayStation. Um, dislike the fact he is listing what amounts to be every digital game, I guess over in 2012, and all digital video games, pretty much giving all those old games. What are you trying to say? Like the fact he is porting games to PC, I am somewhere in the middle, not entirely happy but not hating them. Yeah, at least put the games on PC, like on Steam, at least something. Do that at least. I don't understand why they just want to just dump it all and get rid of it. Like at least put them on PC, like I did at Persona 4 or Golden. I don't know. Sony has been heading the same direction for the last 20 years. He's doing fine. I'm counting on Jim Ryan to trash the PlayStation brand. Only he can do it. That's kind of a shady comment right there. I'd be happier if the main power and executive decisions would go back to Sony Japan, if I'm honest. So he's naming a list of exclusives that we have to look forward to. Yeah, pretty solid lineup. Exclusive going to PC, closing stores of past consoles, closing of Japan studios, moving the headquarters of Sony to the US, lawsuits over faulty hardware, PS5 lacking features on completion hardware, PS Now, premium upcharge on PS5 games. It's been a steady stream of this since launch, and I'm getting PS3 vibes from this. And PS3, the PS3 had a bad reputation during that generation. It's like more people like prefer the Xbox brand during that PS3, Xbox 360 generation. So he says going back to that time. I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad. I think these people kind of over exaggerating some of the stuff. You know, some of these are some pretty big negatives, but back to the PS3 days of negativity, I don't think it's that far yet. Jim Ryan is doing a horrible job. He has got to go. He has failed PlayStation gamers, making a stupid decision after decision. Is he failing PlayStation gamers or PlayStation fanboys? Like, I think there's a clear difference. Because okay, so we started seeing some more negative comments towards this guy, but like overwhelming most of the comments are positive. But that's not like aligning with the poll results because most of the poll results was like they didn't want this guy, but like most of the comments are pretty much positive. So this is definitely an interesting subject right here because it's kind of like it's definitely two conflicting opinions about this guy's leadership at this point. It's not like unanimous like what people think about this guy. Um, let's see. Kazurai was the only one behind Sony strategies, which crushed the competition and monopolized the mainstream gaming market. Re-strategized Sony's product line, made Sony more profitable than ever without services, and monetizing people and got free printed money from their government. Okay. The last time a numbers guy ran Xbox, aka Don Magic, Microsoft nearly gave up on the brand. Just something to keep in mind if you think Jim is doing a great job. He inherited a success. You can ride that way for so long. Nothing we've seen in the last 2 years looks promising for PlayStation's future direction. That's kind of a stretch. It's like I honestly don't see like what these people are so like. Sure, the only thing I actually agree with what people have been saying so far has been pretty consistent. At that they getting rid of those older stores. I think they should probably port those games to like the newer stores. But other than that, I don't care about the games going multi-plat. Like it's they're all going in that direction at that point. They're all going to be on PC at that point. All these so-called exclusive games will go to PC. So I don't know. I mean, I just don't get it. But yeah, I'm gonna conclude the video right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts about this subject. Let me see. Do you agree with these? I don't want to see the results. So here we go. Do you agree with these results? Or do you agree with this subject? Are you happy with Jeremiah's direction for PlayStation? Let me know down below. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.